guys, it's Lynn here. I hope you're having an amazing day. Now guys, today I'm going to be repotting my Rebutia albipilosa, and this gorgeous cactus usually produces the most incredible of orange bloom of flowers, guys. And I have made a couple of videos of this plant when it's been in flower, and if you haven't seen it, links up above and down below to this plant when it's in flower. It has the most gorgeous orange, like a whole bouquet all over the whole plant, and the flowers usually last for a few days as well. They're absolutely beautiful. It hasn't flowered for a couple of years for me, and last year I thought, why is it not flowered? It flowers every year. And then I found out it had the dreaded spider mite, and completely all brown at the growing tips, and very disappointed to see that. But then I obviously I treated it, and it's got new growth, as you can see, lots of new growth coming on there, so I'm really pleased. Now, because it went through a bad attack of the spider mite and it's still recovering, I don't think it's going to flower this year, but you never know. But it is time to repot it. And the reason why I'm making a video of it, because it's quite an unusual plant in the fact that not only is it beautiful and the flowers are beautiful, but the plant itself is like a little hairy little teddy bear. It has lovely yellow spines going all the way around it, and although they're spines, they're very soft. I can actually, there's not many cacti you can touch like this. It is just like fur. It's a beautiful plant, and it's a lovely cactus to grow if you don't like spiny cacti, or you have animals and young children, you're worried about them getting hurt. This is a very safe one to grow, so highly recommended. And it stays pretty small. I've had this for possibly 25 years. When I actually bought it, it was the size of that, this little tiny pup there, and this is formed a big cluster over time. And that's a little bit about the plant. Rebutias are very easy to grow. They love to be kept cool and dry all through the winter, and they can take very cold temperatures as long as they're dry. And in the summer they're like ample watering and grown in a well-drained cactus mix. And what I'm going to be doing is potting this cactus into a well-drained mix that we make. Me and Hansi make our own cactus soil, which is a mixture of John Innes, number 2, and we mix it with a bit of perlite, a bit of extra grit, and a bit of sand. And as long as you use a well-draining soil mix, then that's the best thing with cacti. Now I've just put it into this pot because, as you can see, it's desperate to be repotted, very overhanging, and I put it in there so it didn't topple over. And what I'm going to be doing, I have chose this beautiful pot, which is actually one of Hans's in the family. Now, was it yours? Did you say your grandmother, Hans?
Yeah. My mother. She had St. Paula in it.
Wow. And by the way, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my fantastic fiance Hans, who's filming for me at the moment, please do go over and subscribe to Hansi. Links up above to his channel, Family of Cactusy and Other Beauties. And I've got Hansi to do filming duty today. And as I say, lovely pots, wonderful, extra special as well. It's been in Hansi's family. Clay pots aren't easy to find, certainly not beautiful round clay pots like this. And what I'm going to be doing is, when it comes to repotting a plant, cacti, it's always best, preferably, to repot in the spring or the summer or early autumn, fall. Unless it's in an emergency and you have to pot in the winter for rot or anything like that. And squeeze the pot easy like that, so loosen it up, comes away like a little sandcastle. And it's a good opportunity that when you are repotting, to check the roots, to check that there's no signs of root mealybug or any signs of rot or any other type of vine weevil or the common pests that you sometimes get. And this looks pretty much okay as well. If the roots were very matted, I would probably recommend gently teasing the roots out to loosen them up a little bit first. As in this case, they're not that matted, so that's pretty healthy. I'm just going to put it straight into here. Now what I'm going to be doing now is putting it into the Johnny's. Now this is a mixture we've already mixed. We've got extra sand in here and a little bit of a scoop in here, like so. Now, as I say, we normally use Johnny's number 2, but we've run out, so we're using what we've got left of the seed sowing compost. And really there's little difference. Johnny's compost always uses extra sand and it's well drained. So in this case, we'll just use a mixture of a bit of extra fertiliser because that's the only difference between 1, 2 and 3 of the John Innes soils. But I recommend any type of loam-based compost. I don't like peat unless it's for certain other plants. But when it comes to cacti, I always like to use more of the loam-based. Now, this is it there in here, and as you can see, there's a gap around. So what I like to do then is put a bit of soil around, put it onto the tray. So we've added extra sand here. I haven't put perlite in this because there's no need. I've got the extra sand in this case, and just put a little bit around the edges here. You want to make sure that you're covering all of the sides in here. You can hear a bit of noise. It's the neighbours having a bit of a party. The neighbours they're lovely round here, I have to say, and the weather's been great. Now, a little bit in there, and also turn it around here to make sure that you press it down all around the edges. As I say, you don't want to press the soil in too deep down where you've got no air because you want the plant to breathe. It's pretty good here. As I say, make sure that the soil is pretty loose going round. And I say, this isn't a how-to video. I've already done a video on how to pot up a cactus and links up above to that video if you haven't seen that. This is an easy one to repot because it's practically so soft like a teddy bear, and it's only small, so it's easy. And just tap the sides to make sure the soil falls in all the way on there. As I say, clay is always a good one to use with cacti that can be rot prone. Rebutia can be a bit rot prone because of the pups on it. So clay is sometimes a safer one to use if you're a bit worried about the pots, the water staying too damp. Sorry, the soil staying too damp when you water. Plastic pots hold water for longer. Clay doesn't. So sometimes it's safer with very rot prone type of cacti. That's it. I think that's pretty much. So tap the side just to make sure any loose soil falls in. And you also want to make sure that you leave at least some where you can at least water in. As I say, sometimes Rebutia, with these type of cacti, same with a lot of mammillarias, if you water overhead, it can cause rot because the water stays in between the pups. And because a lot of the time it can be overhanging over the pot, it's always best, I find, to water underneath. Put a little saucer underneath, put the water and let the plant absorb it that way. The same with some other type of succulents like echeverias as well. You don't want to encourage rot by watering overhead. Sometimes a little bit of misting is okay if you just want to clean the plant and get dust off, but if it's heavy watering, always underneath. So it's just this little bit here. I think that's pretty much it. Yep, there you go. So there you go, guys. I just wanted to share this with you because I think it's a little bit of a special cactus, and time of year now to get repotting all your plants. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and a big thumbs up for Hansi behind the camera. And I want to send you loads of love, heaps of happiness, and tons of cactus power. As always, from Ireland. Until the next video, guys. Bye. Bye.